Good Tuesday morning, everybody. I'm Jared Klein coming to you from the 29 News Digital Desk with the Morning Rush. First off this morning, a judge has scheduled a 2025 trial for Christopher Darnell Jr. He's accused of shooting and killing 3 UVA football players and injuring 2 students in late 2022. Jones faces multiple charges, including murder and malicious wounding. The 3-week trial is set to begin January 22nd of next year. Charlottesville City Council will spend $4 million to buy some property in Belmont. It's located at Avon and Levy across from Belmont Bridge. There's speculation the city wants to use the land for an overnight shelter. No confirmation on that yet. The city is using leftover money from the American Rescue Plan for the purchase. 6 deputies in Augusta County will be wearing body cameras. The sheriff's office is launching a 60-day pilot program with the gear. Commonwealth's attorney Tim Martin says these recording devices can make or break a case. And do you have old eyeglasses laying around? Well, you can donate them at 6 different spots in Scottsville. The Lions Club has collection bins at Baines Books and Coffee here, the town post office, library, Dominion and Truist Banks, and the Riverstown Antiques Breezeway. So if you have any of those laying around, I remember when I used to wear glasses, I'd have them laying around all over the place. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But a great cause there. All right, so inflation, right? Inflation has supposedly fallen, but for some reason, groceries are still expensive.
Yeah. And
so grocery prices have jumped by 25% over the past 4 years, outpacing the overall inflation of 19%. So while appliances, smartphones, those kind of goods have declined, groceries have actually gone up slightly. And there seems to be no really immediate fix. But they're still elevated because of a mixture of issues, labor shortages tied to the pandemic, ongoing supply chain issues, droughts, avian flu. So it's just kind of, it is what it is, like in a sense. It also, if you kind of go to the next screen, actually,
Okay,
kind of break it down here. So beef and veal, baby food, citrus fruits, sugar, those are all have increased, bread, potatoes, and then that's what somewhat decreased is milk, apples, tomatoes, lettuce, eggs. So those have kind of gone down, but we're still seeing, increases in beef and that sort of thing. And of course, for low-income families, they've really been hit the hardest by rising grocery prices. So they spend 31% of their income on food.
Wow.
Compared to 8% for wealthier families.
Yeah.
So,
but on the bright side, remember when eggs were so expensive?
Yes.
Not too long ago, and they've really come down.
They
so
have.
That's good. Apples, tomatoes, lettuce, but yeah, some of those, like baby food, families, of course, rely on that. So you can't avoid paying that.
Can't.
And sugar, bread, I mean, the stuff you use in almost everything.
Staples.
The staple products,
So, unfortunately, it's still not where we want to be as far as those groceries are. Okay. So, when you were in school, don't you remember, like, learning to write in cursive? Like, that was like a whole, I don't know, feel like semester or grade, and everything had to be in cursive. And then that kind of faded away, where kids weren't being taught how to write in cursive. My kids weren't taught and aren't being taught how to write in cursive.
I can see why it kind of faded away because you're typing more.
Yeah.
And the purpose of cursive is to help you write faster.
Yeah.
It's not really necessary, but at the same time, I mean, I feel like it's not necessary. It's not the first thing we should focus on, obviously.
Yeah.
But I still write in cursive these days.
I do a mixture.
Yeah.
It's like a mixture of both, whatever's
most
fast.
people, yeah.
Yeah. But my kids, they do not learn how to write in cursive, but there's now this campaign to kind of bring it back. But
so it's a secret code you can write in, and they won't know what you're writing about. Because
that's true. Well, the problem is, I've noticed with my son, we got a Valentine's Day card in the mail yesterday, and I said, here, read this. And it was in cursive, and he had a really difficult time reading it.
Really?
So that's why I'm like, I feel like it should come back so kids can read in cursive.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's something we take for granted, being able to just read cursive just offhand. But I feel like it's not too different. Like, you should be able to decipher it.
I mean,
but it takes you longer.
It took him longer.
Exactly,
So, anyway. But there's that push, which is interesting. And then just take a look at this. This is a possum who decided to take some cookies.
Uh-oh.
It was a present for this homeowner, and look at this. I mean, talk about a porch pirate possum.
I know.
But I wouldn't want the cookies, Maggie. At this page,
No,
take them.
you can have the cookies.
Yeah.
But
You gotta watch out for literally everything.
all wildlife. If I'm
Yeah.
walking my dog by your house,
Yeah.
he will take those cookies. I'll try to pull him away, but
Yeah.
no promises.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There
All
you
right.
go.
Let's all right. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. It looks like we're in the 50s this weekend, then warming up to near 70 on Saturday. But our big chance of rain comes next Monday. That's when we have our best shot in the coming days for some more steady rain. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday out there. We'll see you again on 29 News at noon. And of course, we're always live on 29news.com.